If you think PlayStation 4 is slowing down in 2023, you're completely wrong. Because today we have not 10, not 15, but 18 free-to-play games for PlayStation 4. Starting with number 10, Valorant. This game may come as a surprise for most people, but the rumors have been confirmed. Riot Games, the developers behind Valorant, are currently looking for console game designers on their official website to turn the PC exclusive into a console game. Also, they have another brand new game that I will be mentioning later. Next up, number 9 is The Division Heartland, a free-to-play third-person action game by Ubisoft. And unlike previous games in the series, we will be going to the northwest of the United States, taking on the role of an agent from the Division universe, and embarking in a new adventure to protect the town and survive. We will go against other 45 players and we have to pass missions and survive the harsh environment. The Division Heartland is coming to PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC and Xboxes later this year. Next game sitting at number 8 is Warhaven, a free multiplayer third-person combat action game set in a medieval fantasy world and will be released in 2023. And according to a screenshot that surfaced the internet from Nexon, the developers of the game, it will be available on consoles. And although the specific consoles or release date have not been announced yet, the game looks promising and hopefully it will be available for PlayStation 4. We will join a team of 16 players and go against another team in epic battles, using swords, arrows and magic to defeat the opponent. The game will also feature a variety of different melee weapons and warriors that can be customized to suit everyone's playstyle. Next up, game number 7 is Shadowline, a fast-paced free-to-play FPS that features story-driven co-op multiplayer, as well as team-based PvP and PvE mods. It is set in a post-apocalyptic world in the year of 2028. Where a superorganism took over and transformed living species into monsters. And as players, we take control of a survival who is immune. That actually reminded me of The Last of Us. And speaking of that, what do you think of The Last of Us series adaptation? For me, it's episode 4 and so far so good. Tell me what do you think in the comments below. Anyways, back to Shadowline, players can choose from 8 different characters and an armory of 25 weapons that can be customized via attachments. And they have to fight to gain control and save the planet. Next, coming up to number 6 is The First Descendant, a free-to-play third-person cooperative action RPG shooter that let you take on the role of a descendant who have unknown powers and have to fight against invaders to protect the planet. The game has high-quality graphics, 4-player co-op and a variety of unique characters with distinct battle styles. Also, you'll be facing boss fights, and to prepare you have to become stronger and obtain equipment through clearing missions and cooperating with others. The game also features a story, in which the player becomes a descendant and is given the mission to fight against invaders for the survival of humans. Players can customize their characters through skins and other elements, and can also create their own battle styles through use of various skills, firearms and additional effects. Next on the list, number 5 is Wayfinder. This is a free-to-play open-world role-playing game where players take on the role of a powerful being, known as a Wayfinder. The game is set in a world that has been overtaken by a hostile force, and players must work to push back the force and restore peace in the land. And as you explore the immersive open world, you will discover new locations, each with their own unique secrets and challenges, from ancient ruins to hidden caves and everything in between. The game also allows players to join forces with their friends and venture into dangerous areas, hunting monsters, taking on challenging boss fights, and exploring the world while having fun with other players and friends. Another game to look out for, number 4, is Haukt, an online PvP/VE extraction shooter where players follow the adventure of a group of treasure hunters. They set on a mission to explore the mysterious Exile, an island that harbors powerful artifacts from a lost civilization. But the island is not inhabited. Players will have to battle ancient monsters and fight other enemy hunter players for the goal of stealing ancient treasures and getting out of the battlefield. And they have to scavenge weapons and ammo to battle. Also, some artifacts can be used to upgrade weapons, so you have the edge during the battle. You'll be also solving puzzles and dodging traps to steal treasures and escape the island. The game is coming for PC early this year and later for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. And now we are moving on to the best and most exciting games that are coming to PlayStation 4. Number 3 is XDefiant, a free-to-play multiplayer competitive first-person fast-paced action shooter game that was under the name of Tom Clancy's. But in March of 2022, Ubisoft got rid of the name to just XDefiant. Also, they removed the XD emoji from the game's logo, giving it a more serious look. XDefiant combines intense gunplay with personalized loadouts and factions, and teams have to battle for domination of the game. XDefiant revolves around factions called Defiants from different Ubisoft games. We have Wolves from Ghost Recon, Echelons from Splinter Cell, the Outcasts from this game, and the Cleaners from The Division. And players can customize their Defiant characters with various traits, abilities, devices, weapons, and items, and fight using them in the battlefield. Next game sitting at number 2 is Ultra Rumble, a free-to-play anime fighting game based on the popular series. In the game, players will have the opportunity to select their favorite character and team up with 2 other players to engage in intense battles. Players will be thrown into a variety of different battlefields and must use their skills and abilities to outsmart and outfight other teams. One of the key features of Ultra Rumble is the unique powers and abilities that each character possesses. These special abilities can be used to gain an advantage over opponents and help players to come out on top. Ultra Rumble is a game that is best enjoyed with friends and is currently in its final stages of development and is expected to release in early to mid-2023 for PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 and Xboxes. Coming up next, game number 1 is Synced, a fast-paced action looter-shooter game set in a post-apocalyptic world in the far future, where players take on the role of a runner and have to fight against techno-creatures called nanos. They are basically robot zombies. Players can team up in PvP and PvE matches to defeat rival teams and win matches. The game offers a unique twist by allowing players to control and deploy these robot zombie creatures in combat, and use them to eliminate, distract, and bait other players. And now we have some extra bonus games, starting with another title from Riot Games. Coming to PC then later to console is Project L, an upcoming free-to-play tag team fighting game set in the same world as League of Legends. Stormgate, a free-to-play real-time strategy game that lets you take on the campaign alone or with friends. The game has limited information about it, and as of right now I assume it still needs development and probably not coming until the end of the year. Speedstorm, a combat racing game set in high-speed circuits inspired by Disney and Pixar worlds, where you can play as your favorite Disney character from Buzz to Sullivan and everyone in between. Trackmania, a racing game from Ubisoft that is coming to PlayStation in early 2023 for free, in which you can race, create tracks, and enjoy stunts. Path of Exile 2, a free-to-play action hack-and-slash role-playing game that is the sequel of the first Path of Exile and is set to release in 2023 for PC and PlayStation. Kart Riders Drift, a free-to-play cross-platform multiplayer kart racing game that features character and kart customization, and that was released in January of 2023 and was received positively from players. UFL, an upcoming free-to-play sports football game that is set to compete with FIFA games and PES games. Block and Load 2, an action FPS arena shooter that lets you face off in 5v5 matches where you can build up and destroy blocks in any level and work together to utilize abilities and claim victory. It's like a mix between Counter-Strike and Minecraft. And finally, CarWreck Street, an open-world racing game that is set in a big city and features multiplayer races and open-world exploration. And if you made it this far, tell me which game are you planning to play, and if you're still not sure about it, check this video for more fantastic new games. And as always, stay home, stay safe, play games, and peace out.